Guess who's back? Still flipping through all the cards. Kryptik TCG is going so hard. Alright, today we got about 70, 80 cards to go through. Here we go. Like to see it, here we go. Anya Ascendant, 4 drop, 2 generic, 2 black, 10/10 sidestep, the equivalent to flying. When Anya dies, you may draw a card. If you are on short time, you may instead draw a card, then probe 1. Probe 1 is draw 1, then discard 1. 11th year cost, 3 generic. Ember Sword. 1 blue or white. Target citizen gets +6/+6 until end of turn. If you're on short time, draw 1. Yeah, plus I'm supposed to be going through these a little faster because there's so many. So I'll try to do that. Aurora Mystic 7/9, 3 drop, 2 generic, 1 green, Ravenous. You can hit 2 shields when you hit one. Whenever you attack with 3 or more other Mystics citizens in one turn, defending player discards a card randomly chosen by you. Activate only once per turn. Yeah, 2 on the 11th year cost. Cleo Human, 5/3, 1 blue, eager, haste, or whatever. If you control another human citizen when Cleo dies, you may probe 1. And zero cost in the 11th hour. 11th year cost. Great 1 drop. Great 1 drop / 0 drop. Asterope, 11/9, 4 drop, white, 1 white, 1 blue, Ravenous. Asterope gets +2/+2 for each human citizen you control. Nice human. Andrus, 6/6, 1 generic, 1 black. You may abolish Andrus from your hand anytime you could play a spell for 3 white or black. And if you do, counter target spell or citizen card. Okay, Karina Mystic, 3 drop, 2 generic, 1 blue, 8/8 sidestep. When Karina dies, you may cast 1 human or Mystic citizen card from your solo roll until end of turn. You may use this ability anytime you could play a spell. Akando, Ascendant, 2 drop, 1 black, 8/4. You may cast a condo from your limbo pile for 3/1/3, either or black or white. If you control a citizen from a non-ascendant faction. Okay. Pasha, 9/11, 4 drop, 2 green. Whenever Pasha destroys an 11-year card, that card goes to your hand instead of it being revealed as normal. You may not cast it for its 11-year cost. Huh. So you get the opponent's card. That's wild. Okay, Inyo Mystic, 8/8, 3 drop, 1 blue, 1 green. Other Mystic citizens you control get +2/+2. Whenever a Mystic citizen dies under your control, you may pay 1, either 2 blue or green. If you do, draw 1. Due process spell, 1 black or white. Look at target opponent's hand, choose a card from their hand, and that opponent discards their card. If they're on short time, they choose and discard any target card from their hand instead, and you both probe 1. 11th year. Lichen, the Undead. So 6/6, 3 drop, 2 green, sidestep. When Lichen enters the island, place the top card of your main deck into your soul row engaged. If that card is a citizen card from a non-human faction, you may also draw 1. Branwyn Mystic, 6/10, 3 blue, steadfast. Basically endurance, doesn't tap, doesn't engage when attacking or whatnot. Spell cards cost you 1 less to cast. You may cast spell cards from your soul roll and abolish those cards after they resolve. Okay. So stuff that is spells that are souls, you can cast them. It's pretty cool. Kind of like a trap card. Dex, Mystic, 8/8, 3-drop, 1 green, Toxic, Death Touch. If Dex becomes blocked, you may disengage her at the end of your turn. Theodore, human, 7/5, 1 generic, 1 blue. When Theodore enters the island, probe 1. If you're on short time, instead draw 1, then probe 1. Osiris, Ascendant, 15/10, 5-drop, 2 generic, 2 black, 1 white. When Osiris enters the island, you may probe 2. You may cast 1 Ascendant Citizen from your limbo pile each turn for its soul cost plus 2 either or black white. If you're on short time, you may cast it for 3 generic instead of its total soul cost. Hona, Mystic, 6/6, blue and or green. If you're on short time, when Hona dies, she goes to your soul roll engaged instead of your limbo pile. Okay, nice. Short time, she becomes a soul. Okay, Hormaz, human, 10/6, 3-drop, 1 white, 1 blue. Other human citizens you control get +2/+2. At the beginning of your command attacker's phase, you may pay 2 blue and or white once. If you do, target citizen gains sidestep until end of turn. Nice. Daithy, 10/10, 4-drop, 3 blue, sidestep. You may cast Daithy anytime you could play a spell card. When Daithy is cast, you may counter target citizen. Okay, yeah, that's that one card in Magic. I forget what it was, but basically the card's got flash and it's a counter spell. That's nice. Big 4-drop. Svend, human, 6/6, blue and white, sidestep. When Svend enters the island, you may probe 1. If you control 3 or more human citizens, including Svend, you may instead draw a card, then probe 1. I think we just saw Svend. I don't know. Right? Nidar and Ascendant, 8/4, 1 generic, 1 black, sidestep, sacrifice Nidar, target citizen becomes eager until end of turn. Good for like closing out the game or something right there. Or just sneaking in an extra hit on a 11-year card right there. Felicity and Ascendant, 3-drop, 2 generic, 1 black, 8/8. Whenever Felicity destroys an 11-year card, the controller discards a card of their choosing prior to revealing that 11-year card. Nice. Fortuity, a spell, 3-drop, 2 generic, 1 blue or green. Draw 2. If on short time, you may probe 1, then draw 2 instead. Livia, human, 12/8, 4-drop, 2 generic, 2 white, sidestep. Whenever you attack with 3 or more citizens, Livia becomes ravenous until end of turn. Livia counts towards this total. Astrid, human, 9/7, 3 white, eager. If on short time, when Astrid enters the island, target opponent discards a card of their choosing. When Astrid destroys an 11-year card, that card's 11-year cost is increased by 1 till the end of turn. Nice. So they probably won't be able to cast it like that. Then we got Sylvie and Undead. Recently Undead, looks like it. By the curve racistness in the face. All right, 3-drop, 2 generic, 1 black, 9/7. Sylvie must be blocked by 2 or more citizens. If you control an ascendant citizen, Sylvie becomes steadfast. Doesn't become engaged. Then we got Amara, Mystic, 11/9, 4 drop, 2 green, steadfast. Whenever a non-ascendant citizen dies under your control, you may return target spell card from your soul roll or limbo pile to your hand. Yeah, that's great. Recurse spells. Fiona, ascendant, 4 drop, 2 white, 11/9, sidestep. Whenever Fiona destroys an 11-year card, you may move target citizen card from the island to its owner's soul roll. If you're on short time, abolish that citizen card instead. Kane and ascendant, 11/9, 2 and 2 white. When Kane dies, you may return target 9 mystic citizen card with total cost, soul cost 3 or less from your limbo pile to your hand. Get something out the grave, always nice. Juno, undead. Yeah, liking that skeleton with the horns on it and the moss. Real pretty. All right, Juno, undead. 1 drop, green or black, 3/5. When Juno enters the island, you may return target card from your soul roll to your hand. Cushiel, mystic, 5 drop, 3 blue, 10/12. Abolish Cushiel, destroy all citizens. That's a fool. Einar, mystic, 2 drop, 1 blue, 2/2. Einar can't block. Einar can't be blocked. Infinity Blade, spell, 2 drop, black and or white. Sacrifice a citizen, discard a card, or abolish a card from your soul roll. In addition to paying Infinity Blade soul cost, destroy target citizen. Okay, kind of costly. Cassandra, human, 10/10, 4 drop, 2 white, sidestep. Cassandra gets +1/+1 for each 11-year card you control. Okay. Blad, not the Impaler, not the DJ, but a guy on a horse, Angel. It's an ascendant, 3 drop, 1 black, 10/6. Citizen cards you control cost 1 less to cast, 1 generic less to cast. Eros, human, 6/6, 2 drop, 1 blue. Sacrifice Eros, counter target spell card. Cool. Sacrificer. Corbin, undead, 9/7, 3 drop, 1 green, 1 black. Steadfast. You may cast Corbin from your soul roll, from your soul card roll if you're on short time. Corbin can't block if he is the only citizen you control. Okay. Nice trickery there. Electra. No Daredevil. She's an ascendant, 6/6, 2 black and or white. Whenever Electra attacks, you may pay 2 black and or white once. If you do, target opponent discards a card. That opponent may abolish an 11-year card to negate this effect. Interesting decisions. Kerrigan, mystic, 3 drop, 1 blue. 11/5, sidestep. Whenever Kerrigan destroys an 11-year card, after that card is revealed, you may sacrifice Kerrigan to abolish that card. Then we have Ebon, human, 12/5, 3 drop, 1 blue. If you control a mystic citizen, or if you have a mystic citizen in your limbo pile, Ebon becomes tenacious. While tenacious, Iman must be blocked by 2 or more citizens. Okay, tenacious. What's the equivalent of that? I forget that word. You know what it is. Cormac, human, 13/7, 4 drop, 2 blue, sidestep. Whenever Cormac destroys an 11-year card, you may draw 1, then probe 1. When Cormac dies, draw 1. Ophelia, human, 10/10, 4 drop, 2 blue. When Ophelia enters the island, you may probe 1. When Ophelia dies, you may return target card from your soul roll to your hand. If you do, place Ophelia in your soul roll engaged. Then we got Charlie, the first card in the game made. The inspiration for the whole game. 6 drop, big 6 drop, 2 white, 1 blue, 16-14, sidestep. Whenever Charlie destroys an 11-year card, you may look at it and cast it without paying its total soul cost. If you choose not to, the card is abolished. Okay, so you get to steal the 11-year card, and yeah, just basically get to do with it what you will. Then maybe abolish it if you can't pay for it or don't want to pay for it. That's crazy. All right, Zila and Undead. Murloc, maybe. 10-10, 4-drop, 3 green, toxic. You may cast 1 citizen from your limbo pile per turn. That's crazy. That is crazy. Then we got Eligor and Ascendant. 6-2, 1 black, sidestep. When Eligor enters the island, you may probe 1. Herrick, human. Looks like an elf to me, dark elf to me. But 8-8, 3-drop, white and or blue. Toxic. Whenever Herrick attacks or destroys an 11-year card, you may probe 1. When Herrick dies, you may probe 1. Ravena and Ascendant. 15-8, 4-drop, 2 generic, 2 black. Sidestep. Ravenous. At the beginning of your combat, on each of your turns, you may sacrifice a citizen, abolish a soul card, or discard a card. If you don't, then she can attack this turn. Okay, kind of costly again. Dahlia and Undead. 7-7, 4-drop, 2 green and or black. When Dahlia enters the island, you may return target citizen to its owner's hand. When Dahlia dies, you may draw 1. Flanagan. Got his tongue out. So precious. 1 white, 6-2. If you're on short time, Flanagan becomes tenacious. While tenacious, Flanagan must be blocked by 2 or more citizens. Yeah. When Flanagan dies, he enters your soul roll engaged instead of your limbo pile. Doesn't really die. That's what's up. You don't want to just kill the kid and put him in limbo like that. All right. Shariki and Undead. 6-3, 2-drop, 1 green. Eager. If you attack with Shariki the turn he's played, you may probe 2. Why wouldn't you? Of course, if there's blockers out there, you might not want to. Themis, Undead, 6-6, 2-drop, 1 black, 1 green. Eager, when Themis enters the island, another target non-human citizen you control gets +6/+6 till end of turn. It's like every card's good that I've seen. I haven't seen like any kind of draft chaff or nothing yet. Everything's good. Everything got a good use. Kieran, Ascendant, 2-2, 1-drop, white or black. Toxic. If you're on short time, you may cast Kieran from your limbo pile for 4, either black and or white. Toxic. Cool. Soaring Cascade. Look at the top card of your main deck. You may abolish it or put it back on top of your main deck. If you're on short time, you may look at the top 3 cards, abolish any you'd like, then put the remaining back in any order and draw 1. Okay. Zagan and Ascendant. 3-drop, 1 black, 1 white. 13-13, Eager. When Zagan enters the island, target opponent may put a citizen card from their hand onto the island with total cost 2 or less. If you control at least 2 other Ascendant cards, citizens, it enters engaged. Tiberius. James Tiberius Kirk. So this guy's named after. 12-13. 5-drop, blue and white, Ravenous. When Tiberius is blocked, you may draw 1 for each citizen blocking him. If you're on short time, Tiberius must be blocked by 2 or more citizens. The creator's mom is a big Trekkie. Right. Holdar Ascendant, 8/8, 3-drop, 2 white. At the beginning of each declare attacker's phase, another target Ascendant citizen becomes toxic, or another target Ascendant citizen becomes ravenous until end of turn. Okay. Good for tribal. Capital punishment, spell, 1-drop, white or black, destroy target citizen with total soul cost of 3 or less. Then we got Gwen, human, 8/8, 3-drop, blue and white. If you control another human citizen, Gwen becomes steadfast. It doesn't become engaged after attacking. You may sacrifice Gwen and pay 3 blue and or white at any time. If you do, destroy target citizen. Dayami, 9/7, 3-drop, black and white. Other Ascendant citizens you control get +2/+2. Whenever you attack with 2 or more Ascendant citizens in a turn, you may pay 2 black and or white. If you do, target citizen you control becomes ravenous until end of turn, and activate this ability only once per turn. Yeah, so you can knock out a lot of 11-year cards with it. Eileen, human, 14/11, 3 generic, 2 white. You may look at the top card of any opponent's main deck at any time. Whenever a citizen attacks under your control, you may probe 1. Okay, that's cool. Get to something you need with her. Duke Raka, Ascendant, 16/14, 6-drop, 2 black, 1 white, sidestep. Whenever Duke Raka destroys an 11-year card, that card's controller abolishes the top 3 cards of their main deck. You may cast one of those cards this turn without paying its soul cost. Very useful. Muriel, no courage, or what's his name? 13/12, 6-drop. No, 5-drop. 2 blue, 2 green. When Muriel enters the island, you may return target citizen to its owner's hand. When Muriel dies, you may destroy target citizen. Very useful. A Molimo and Undead with some fungi growing on them. 1 green, 5/3. When Molimo enters the island, another target citizen becomes eager. Sky's Favor, spell, 2-drop, blue and or green. Prevent all damage that would be done for the rest of this turn. And just because we haven't done it already in this video, let's read the 11-hour effect on this card. You may discard this card and draw 1 if this card was drawn as a destroyed 11-year card. Nice. Yeah, these spells have different type of 11-year effects that you don't have to pay anything for. They're always 0 drops, it seems. Right? Chiwa and Undead, 7/9, 3-drop, 2 black, sidestep. When Chiwa dies, you may gain 1. You may pay 3, 1 generic, 2 black. If you do, destroy target citizen. Tribulation, spell, 1-drop, black and or white. Black or white. Look at all of your 11-year cards. You may place a citizen card from among them with total soul cost 3 or less onto the island, or play a spell from among them for its normal soul cost. Sweet. Emojin, Ascendant, 3-drop, 2 black, 8/8, sidestep. Abolish Imogen from the island or your soul roll and pay 3, 2 black, destroy target citizen. Good in a pinch. Thyra and Ascendant, 6/6, 2-drop, 1 white. So abolish Thyra and pay 1 white or black. Place target card from your limbo pile into your soul roll. And if your limbo pile is empty, Thyra enters your limbo pile instead. And you may cast Ira from your soul roll for 4 white and or black. Because we haven't done it yet in this video, like if you turn her upside down, she'll provide you with 1 white soul, aka mana. If she's cast from the 11-year roll, then she gets destroyed after being attacked and not blocked. Then you can actually cast her for the 11-year cost by paying 1 generic mana. Then you get to play it. Or you can add it to your hand if it's in your 11-year roll and has been popped. Alright. Back to the thing. Rosa Mystic. Beatriz Rosa. Mad TV, you know what I'm talking about. I don't want to say the B word right now. Alright, 4-drop, 3 blue, 6/6. When Rosa enters the island, you may place 1 card from your limbo pile into your soul roll engaged. Rosa gets +2/+2 for every spell card in your soul roll. When Rosa dies, draw 1. If you're on short time, when she does, you may instead draw 1, then pro 1. That's Chick Rosa. Alright, Oscar Mystic. 6/5 for the blue and green. Whenever damage would be dealt to an 11-year card you control, you may abolish a Mystic Citizen you control to prevent that damage. Nice. Alamus and Ascendant. 6/6 for 2 black. Ravenous, and whenever Alamus attacks, you may engage target citizen. Tap a guy down. Nereus and Ascendant for the 1 white, 5/3. If you control 2 or more other non-mystic citizens when Nereus enters the island, he becomes eager. Then we got Davy, Mystic, 10/10, 3-drop, 1 blue. When Davy enters the island, you may return target citizen with a total soul cost of 3 or less to its owner's hand. Orpheus, human, 8/5, 2 white. Whenever Orpheus enters the island or attacks, you may engage target citizen. Helen, 4-drop, 2 white, 10/10. You may cast Helen from your limbo pile for 4 white and or black. And if a citizen you control destroyed an 11-year card this turn. Alright, yeah. You may cast her from the grave. Right. Then we got Alona and Undead. 3-drop, 1 green, 8/8. If Alona would die as a result of combat, she's abolished instead. You may cast Alona from your soul roll or limbo pile if you have 4 or more citizens in your limbo pile. Okay. Kinsley and Ascendant. 3-drop, 2 black and or white, 10/6. Whenever Kinsley destroys an 11-year card, you may probe 1. If you're short on time, draw 1 instead. Seems like that card is kind of overcosted, considering. Just my initial thought. Coco, another Ascendant. 2-drop, 1 black, 1 white, 7/5. Whenever Coco attacks another non-mystic citizen you control, gain sidestep until end of turn. Yeah. Whenever Coco attacks another non-mystic citizen you control, gain sidestep till end of turn. Right. Was hoping to make this under 30 minutes, but not quite there. Alright. Juturna, Mystic. 15/15, 6-drop, 2 blue, 2 blue, 1 green, sidestep. When Juturna enters the island, each opponent destroys an 11-year card they control of their choosing. If you're on short time, you may look at the top 3 cards of your main deck and put them back in any order. Mystic. Okay. Now she's got her 11-year price is not like casting her. But you may discard this card and place a mystic citizen from your limbo pile into your hand. Okay, so yeah, she's got a weird 11-year deal going on. Okay, Wayland, human, 4/4 for blue or white, and engage and sacrifice Wayland. Return target citizen card to its owner's hand. Cool, cool. Bounce spell slash citizen. Fleur and undead, 6/6, 2-drop, 1 green, toxic. Sacrifice Fleur. Place the top card of your main deck into your soul roll engaged. And then we got Tato and Undead, 4/4 for the black. Tato can't be blocked by citizens with a total soul cost of 3 or more. Then we got Somber Sacrifice, a spell, 2-drop, 1 green or black. Look at the top 11. Look at all your 11-year cards. You may place one of them in your soul roll, and if you do, probe 1. Wolfric and Undead, 3-drop, 1 green, 8/8, and abolish Conray and pay 2 green. Prevent all combat damage that will be dealt this turn. So I guess Wolfric and Conray proc off each other or something. Okay. And then we got Oisin and Undead, 6/6, 2 black, with engage and sacrifice Oisin. Destroy target citizen with total soul cost 2 or less. Doesn't seem very worth it, but in some circumstances it will be. Hecatomb. I've got to cover that game at some point. Spell, 2-drop, 1 green or black. Sacrifice target citizen in addition to paying Hecatomb's soul cost. Return target citizen from your limbo pile to the island that's total soul cost is less than or equal to the sacrifice citizen's total soul cost plus 2. Okay. We got Leaf and Undead. 8/8. No, 8/5, 2 green, Ravenous. Whenever Leaf destroys an 11-year card, you may probe 1. If you're on short time, you may probe 2 instead. Celine, human, 5-drop, 2 blue, 15/10, sidestep. Opponents can't cast destroyed 11-year cards for their 11-year cost. That's nice. Then we've got Amador, human, 3-drop, 1 blue, 8/8, and Amador gets +2/+2 if you control a Mystic Citizen, and Amador gets +2/+2 if you control another human citizen. Can be a big 12/12 if you play your cards right. Then we got Lorelei, human, looks like another elf. 2-drop, 1 white, 4/4. Whenever you discard a spell card, Lorelei can't be blocked until end of turn. And Dagon and Ascendant, 5-drop, 3 white, 13/12. When you cast Dagon from your hand, you may place a card from your hand into your soul roll engaged. You may cast it this turn for 3 white and or black. You may cast 1 card from your soul roll per turn, and abolish spell cards cast this way after their resolve. Yeah, that guy is very useful. He's a toolbox. And for the last card, we got Roizen and Ascendant, 3-drop, 2 black or white, 2 black and or white, 11/5. If you control another Ascendant citizen, Roizen becomes toxic. And if you control an undead citizen, when Roizen enters the island, you may probe 2. Okay. Really excited for this game. I enjoyed my first play. Can't wait to get it to the table again. And be on the lookout for that Kickstarter on April 15th. For your games, like, comment, sub. Tupac.